A Chicago man who allegedly shot a state trooper in the leg will stay in custody. A judge ruling Cristobal Santana will not be released until his trial, saying he's a danger to the public and a flight risk.
Now he's facing charges of attempted murder, aggravated battery, and unlawful use of a weapon. And our Carson Gordy was in the courtroom during that pretrial release hearing. He joins us more this morning with details.
Dakota Chapman Green's family, as well as 12 Illinois state troopers, were in the court to hear prosecutors lay out the charges against Cristobal Santana, the man accused of shooting and beating the trooper Tuesday night. Santana appeared in the courtroom via Zoom while being treated in the hospital for injuries. His face was never shown. Sangamon County State's Attorney Dan Wright argued that he shouldn't be released out of custody.
And the court agreed with us that he should be detained pending his trial because he's such a danger to the community and such a high risk of willful flight to avoid prosecution.
The crime happened Tuesday night. Trooper Dakota Chapman Green pulled over a car registered in Santana's name for a traffic stop on Toronto Road in Springfield. Santana is a Chicago resident. His given name is Daryl Rice, although he had it changed in 2019 to Cristobal Santana. His attorney told the courtroom that he's an Uber driver who's also been a law-abiding citizen his whole life. He's also believed to be a suspect in the murder of Adriana Lopez, a special education teacher who was shot 10 times in Chicago this past Sunday. Lopez had filed for an order of protection against Santana this year, but Cook County declined the request this September. Officials say the traffic stop led to Santana getting out of his car and firing his handgun 10 times at the trooper, striking him twice. Santana then allegedly used the handgun to repeatedly hit the trooper's head and face. The attack left the trooper with a skull fracture, brain bleeding, and an injured leg. He's currently being treated in the hospital for his injuries. Santana ran away from the scene, and a 3-hour manhunt took place, with one liquor store worker telling me he saw 40 to 50 cop cars. Roads were closed, and businesses and residents on Toronto Road were on lockdown for hours.
My bartender was here. She was told to lock the doors, and she locked the doors. I had several customers here.
Officials caught Santana a mile away from the shooting before he was taken to the hospital. Santana's lawyer said the defendant offered to give up his guns, accept a curfew, and be electronically monitored in exchange to be released. The judge declined those requests. Santana will be held in the Sangamon County Jail until his trial.
That there is no condition of pretrial release that would sufficiently mitigate the defendant's danger to the community.
Thank you, Carson. Now, Santana has not been charged with the crime in connection to the murder in Chicago last Sunday, but it is unclear if Cook County will bring charges against Santana. He's scheduled to have a preliminary hearing there on November 9th.